This is a great video for people who are looking into buying a charger and maybe weighing the financial responsibility of getting a charger, or if you're a new owner and kind of just want to know what to expect in the coming months to years, this is a good video for you as well. What's up, you guys? It's James, your old friend you've never met before, and today we're going to be talking about the cost of ownership for a Dodge Charger. More specifically, we'll be talking about my 2018 Dodge Charger RT with the Daytona package. I'll be talking about my experience with the cost to own and maintain and repair my car. Your boy might be looking a little tired. This is my third time trying to make this video. For reasons I don't have to get into, but it just got down to when do I have the time to make it on my commute home. So your boy fresh from a 12-hour shift and ready to make that content for you. Here we go. I do want to put out just kind of a disclaimer that all of these numbers will be very dependent on your personal situation. A lot of this has to do with labor costs, finance rates, and insurance rates, and it's going to vary so widely for you. I do want to kind of put that disclaimer out there. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. First thing up is purchase price of the car. You can't have a car unless you buy the car. So, what did I pay for my vehicle? I might have got hosed here, guys. I bought my car last August for $40,000 out the door. I did finance this car. Didn't get a great interest rate. I didn't get a completely terrible interest rate. My interest rate is 14.1%. Next up, I want to talk about the monthly expenses. So the minimum monthly expenses that I expect to pay for my vehicle just to keep it on the road. Monthly payment of $844. I spend around $75 to $80 a week on gas. So that's around $350 a month for gas. Damn, son. And then I pay $250 for insurance. Now, this is one of those things where it's going to vary, right? The interest rate that you get in your car, the lower the interest rate, the lower the monthly payment. Of course, the lower the purchase price, the lower the monthly payment. Also, your commute will play a part in how much you're gonna pay in gas every month. Depending on how old you are and your driving record, your insurance will vary greatly. Now, I am over the 25-year-old threshold. I'm 28, and I've had a clean driving record for the past 5 or 6 years. So my insurance is probably on the lower end. And also that insurance cost of $250 does include my wife's vehicle, full coverage, all the bells and whistles. Next, we can quickly talk about the modifications that I've done to this car. I've only done two. Changed out the differential and I changed out the springs. The reason I changed out the differential was because, as you may know, these cars don't come with a limited slip differential, and that just doesn't make for a good time. You can't do stuff like this. When you have an open differential, because only the inside wheel will spin. The outside wheel will completely lose all power. All power will go to the inside wheel, and then you're just doing a one tire fire, and it's ugly. It's not really fun. You can't really like kick the ass end out. So first things first, with a muscle car, had to get that differential changed. I did get the 2.62 LSD off of the Hellcat, which is the same gear ratio as what comes in the RTs, at least for the 2018 model year. Differential I got used to me, shipped for $550, and then the install was $200. Now, as another part of the disclaimer for how much you should expect to pay on your vehicle, is that I do work at a service center, so I get a pretty fat discount on labor. But if you do the work yourself, then just put a 0 for that amount. And then the springs, these cars from factory look like absolute monster trucks, atrocious, so had to fix that for sure. I got the Eibach Sportline springs. They ride really well. Car handles a ton better, and they're only like $300. I got them for $315 ship, and then again another $200 for install. Total for modifications that I've done to this car is $1,265. Next up is service. So as you may know, these are rear-wheel drive cars. Chargers are known for doing a particular activity that goes through tires pretty quickly. And in my particular case, I went through my first pair of rear tires extremely quickly, because the first day I got this car, I ripped a fat burnout.
Uh-oh, I think he's about to do it. Damn!
Your turn.
Oh shit.
All that. I was so excited to have the car. I didn't really know how quickly a burnout could tear through tires, but you know, 15 to 20 seconds of pleasure cost me quite a pretty penny. Not as much as another 15 to 20 seconds of pleasure. Do love my son, but he's not cheap. Daycare is extremely expensive. That's neither here nor there. So first day, I got the car, did a burnout, need 2 tires right away, bang, $500. And so I've learned my lesson. Let's try to throttle it back a little bit, okay? We got responsibilities. We can't just be buying rubber left and right. Although for the other 15 to 20 seconds of pleasure, if you do buy rubber, it will save you in the long term. Next up in services is oil changes. I've had 2 oil changes since I've had the car. Those 2 oil changes ran me $120 with a tire rotation. Next up in service is hand washes. This is a black car. Automatic washes are terrible for your car. I don't have access personally to wash my car at home. I live in an apartment, and so I pay someone for a hand wash. First hand wash I got was before our wedding. The day after, we decided to go to Mount Rainier, and the entire road was gravel, and so $80 for a hand wash. Very next day, I'm driving 5 miles in gravel, dirt, rocks kicking up, and guess what? Need another hand wash. 2 hand washes, $80 a pop, $160 for keeping the car clean, which last up on the service, I got 2 alignments, so all in 2 alignments, $300. So that makes the total service price $1,030 so far. Last thing is repairs. Yes, unfortunately, in the last 6 months, I have had to get repairs on this car. My differential was leaking with the differential install. And for any of you that are going to DIY your differential install, keep this in mind. There is a dust cover, a metal dust cover that can easily get bent, and when it bends and it rotates inside of the differential, it can cut up the seal. Ask me how I know. Luckily, it was as easy as installing a new $3 seal, straightening out that metal dust cover. No more problems, no more leaks. That ran me 150 bones and a week away from my car. The only other repair I've had to do was when I bought this car, it was already lowered. It was on D2 lowering springs, which had no ground clearance whatsoever, and I bottomed out going into my driveway. I bent a subframe brace. That brace bent up into the exhaust, so I took it to an exhaust shop. They bent it back for me and fixed some exhaust leaks while I was there. That ran me $225. So that's when I got the iBox. A little bit more ground clearance, and so far I'm happy with the springs. So that brings the repairs to a grand total of $375. So yeah, in the last 8 months, that's how much I've spent on my charger personally. If you're in the market for a charger, is this more than what you expected? Less than what you expected? And for people who already have a charger, how does this compare to your monthly expenses or expenses overall for your car? If you're looking to buy a charger, or if you already have one and just want to know what to expect, I hope this video was helpful for you. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.